gonna start my day right by sitting in the sun. This might not be the easiest thing to intuit just from watching the vlog, but I'm actually a very slow learner. I'll do something the wrong way many times before I actually figure out a good solution or even think about finding a good solution. But anyways, I'm really bad at responding to comments, but I'm really good at actually making a video. So I thought of something, and I've done this before, but now I should just make it a regular thing. I'm just only gonna answer comments in the video instead of having to type it. Like, sometimes I'm just sitting there for an hour responding to comments, and I'd much rather be sitting there for an hour making a video responding to comments. I will now be addressing comments from the vlog. Jamie Ryan asked, where is the Nintendo Switch full review? I don't know if I said I was going to do a full review, but I'm not going to. But it's great. I don't really have much more to say about it than what I already said, so. This one's not a question, but it's a comment from Carlo Arsenal. He says it's been ages since he heard Bali running, and he used to have it on his mixtape, like a cassette tape mixtape. That brought up a funny point, is that I'm really lucky to have been born when I was born, because I feel like I was old enough to know what a lot of technologies were like. Like, when I was a kid, I used to record stuff on cassette tapes all the time. I was just a little bit too young for 8-track or 4-track or what's it called? 8-track, right? I remember when CDs came out. I remember when MP3s came out. I remember there was a site called almp3.com or something like that. And you could search for random songs, and I found a version of the Super Mario theme and done in orchestra form. Man, I listened to that hundreds of times. Serena Davis asks where we're going for our next trip. It's not a super secret or anything. I think I've mentioned it in various places, like on a stream or something, but we've done 2 episodes of this type before. That's your clue. Probably a pretty big clue. Is that a big clue? I don't know. Mr. Mims asks on the vlog what to do about backlogs. What is the name of the last song? I believe it's Hydra's Swamp from the Chrono Cross soundtrack. It's by Yasunori Mitsuda. Daryl Anderson asks if there's no Japan trip this year. There will be no Japan trip this year, maybe next year. Michael is coming to the US. That's why I'm giving him all that stuff. And somebody else asked, why do you buy all that stuff for your friends? Sometimes we buy stuff for each other. We do that quite often. But a lot of this stuff is just stuff that he can't get easily in Japan, so he had me buy it. He gives me money, and then I give it to him the next time I see him. Michelle Thomas asks if we're coming back to California at any point. Yeah, for sure. There's never anything in the works until like 2 weeks before we actually do it. That's just the way we do things. Just a real quick thing talking about solder versus solder. So apparently you can pronounce it either way. Americans say solder, British people say solder. Paul Waby, I still don't know if that's how you pronounce your last name, but I assume it is. He said that solder sounds like something completely different, which I think is hilarious because when you think about it, it absolutely does. Also, thank you to everybody for the soldering tips. Now I can't stop thinking about it that way. The mod chip's gonna be coming soon, so I'm gonna install it. Hopefully it goes well. I'm excited. So I think I've addressed most of the questions. If there's a question I missed or something that's been burning your mind, you know what to do. You know, phones now are kind of like Star Trek devices. Watch this. Hey Siri, tell my brother.
Hello, Dean. You're a stupid head.
Ready to send it?
Yes.
I'll send your message.
Didn't have to touch anything. Homer, is that you? My goodness, it is a windy day today. Five pull-ups. Well, that feels good. 2 pull-ups. I am on my way to Brennan's house. We have some more Super Nintendo to play. Also, if you did not know, the Super Nintendo Classic is now hackable, so you can add the games that are missing from it, such as Chrono Trigger. Probably the biggest missing game for myself personally. I am very excited to play. Okay, that was great fun. It's 12:23. We watched a movie called Gantz on Netflix. Really cool, actually. I would describe it as a horror Final Fantasy Advent Children. But in any case, it's time to go home. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a good day yourself. I will see you tomorrow. Okay, actually, one more thing before I go to bed. Just got home and I got this. This thing has been through hell and back, apparently. Earth. Holy cow, dude. Well, this is still in good condition. The European version of the Super Nintendo Classic, because I really had to have both designs, because look at that design. Oh, that's beautiful. Wow, what on earth happened? Like, this is like Ace Ventura. The European and Japanese design was the same, but the American version was different, but I like them all. Look at this little Beautimus beast. Oh man, so nice. Oh man, I do love how they had the awesome colored controllers. Okay, and now it's the end of the vlog. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. This might not be the easiest thing to intuit from the vlog. This might not